आप अगर किसी के इंटेंशंस ट्रू इंटेंशंस को लेके थोड़ा कंफ्यूज्ड हैं, आपको लगता है कि बड़ा स्ट्रॉन्ग अट्रैक्शन है, कनेक्शन है, लेकिन कोई क्लैरिटी नहीं है उस रिलेशनशिप में, तो आज की ये रीडिंग आपके लिए है। आज हम देखने वाले हैं व्हाट आर देयर ट्रू इंटेंशंस फॉर यू, एंड मैसेजेस थोड़े डीप होने वाले हैं। तो अगर आप जानना चाहते हैं कि उनका ट्रू इंटेंशन क्या है, तो स्टे टिल द वेरी एंड टू गेट द ट्रू मैसेजेस, द रियल मैसेजेस। लेट्स गो। हाय ब्यूटीफुल सोल्स, वेलकम टू सोल कोड्स डायमेंशन। ये वो स्पेस है जहाँ पे हम सिर्फ कार्ड्स रीड नहीं करते, यहाँ पे सोल के मैसेजेस भी हम डिकोड करते हैं। So thank you for being part of this family. And if you like watching my videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click on the bell icon to get the latest notifications about my videos. Let's go. Let's watch what we have in the video today. We are going to decode what does your person truly want from you. Not what they say, not what they show. What lives in the part of them they don't let anyone see. So please stay with me because by the end of this, you're going to feel seen in a way that surprises you. So let's see what those cards are. Today it's only going to be oracle card reading. So as you can see that I'm not pulling the tarot cards. Let's pull the first card now. Wow, trust. Guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Interesting. The very first card that came out for your collective, that is trust. So I want you to sit with the image on this card for a second. Let's see what she's not facing us. Imperfection is the second card for us. Let me pull the third one also, then we can maybe talk through each one of the cards. Wow. ये क्या आया? ये आया abundance. Wow. Interesting. Now let's go ahead and decode the message for all these three cards. If you look at the first card, that is trust. As I mentioned earlier, she's not facing us. She's facing the heart. She's pouring herself, towards something completely, a little vulnerably. So this is you actually. This is how you have been showing up for this person. And the message that came with this card: guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. And this, doesn't mean this person is evil. It doesn't mean just walk away from him. It or him or her. What it means is your person is aware, deeply aware of how much access they have to you. They know you have opened a door that you don't open for everyone, and their intentions, they are being shaped by that knowledge right now. So some of them are moved by it, some of them are overwhelmed by it, some of them feel the weight of responsibility, in holding something so precious, so important. But the universe's first message to you today is not about them. It is about you. You have been trusting so openly, so freely. And the question being asked of you right now is, have you been thinking about what you let in return? Because your heart is not, ordinary. Not everyone has done the work to be worthy of it. So that is the message on the trust. Now let's look at the other one. Now let's move on to card number 2, which is imperfections. So love is a beautiful mess. Embrace its imperfections. That's so true. This is so telling about where your person's head actually is. Look at the imagery, a doorway, something on the other side, and everything around it is beautiful, but also at the same time scattered. Soft chaos, and that is this connection. Your person is not looking at what's between you two through rose-colored glasses. They see the mess. They see the timing that that hasn't been really perfect. They the conversations that that they had with you that went sideways, that didn't really work out, the moments where one or both of you pulled back when you should have actually given more time to it. So this is what the intention which I'm getting from this card, their intention. uh, every imperfect complicated or maybe unresolved peace. They are still there. That's not nothing. And for someone to look at something messy and choose not to run, that is a form of intention that most people will never say out loud. Because they may not know the language for what they feel. They may express it poorly. They may even frustrate you with how they show up. But this card is telling you underneath the surface noise, they are not done yet. So that's all I think we had for our second card, imperfection. Now let's move on to the next one, that is the abundance card. So, something I felt something shift when this card came out because after the guardedness of trust, after the beautiful mess of imperfections, this card arrives like a sunrise. Just look at her, arms wide open, not grasping, not chasing, only receiving. This is what your person's deepest intention holds for you, whether they are acting on it yet or not. And at their core, they want to be a source of something expansive in your life. No drama, no confusion, not the hot and cold that maybe has defended or rather defined things recently. So, in their most honest, most unguarded place, they want to give you something. They want whatever this is between you to feel like abundance, more than enough, not just enough, more than enough. But here is the divine timing piece this card is pointing to. Firstly, you have to be open to receive it when it comes. If you have been closing yourself off, like protecting yourself, which it makes sense also after everything. But the universe is gently asking you to leave a crack in the door, not naively and not impulsively or recklessly, but let the light in. So I would say save this video right now if you need to come back to these first three cards because we are about to go even deeper now. Now we will move on to the second set of oracle cards. So let me keep these cards aside so that I can create some space for the other deck as well. Give me a minute. Yeah, let me clear this up. All right, here you go. 1 second. Yep. So now we are ready with the second deck. Now let me spread them. Okay, fine. Yeah, you can take a deep breath while I pull the cards. All right, the first one, forgive and release. Wow. Mm, soulmate. All right, this is definitely going deeper than we expected. And then the past lives. Wow, this is going to be interesting. Now let's go deeper now. Now let's go with the third card that we pulled, actually, the past lives, because that is giving me a lot of information with respect to this connection. So this card says you have known this person before. It is a soulmate from a past lifetime. Interesting, actually, very interesting. So this is where the energy of this reading changes completely. I, would want you to think about the first time you met this person, that feeling, that sensation, the recognition, the pull that you experienced. I know that, that is something which you cannot explain, maybe, but that wasn't your imagination, by the way. You have known this person before. I mean, not in this lifetime, maybe in another lifetime, in another body, and in some, another version of the story, same story. And their intentions towards you carry the weight of that history, even if neither of you has any words to explain. Um, but maybe they would not even say that aloud. This connection has that intensity because of that past life connection that you people have. And mind you, this is not a casual energy. Their intention is not very, it's not casual at all for you. It was written somewhere, predestined, that you will show up in this lifetime. And some part of them, even if it is buried very deep, they know it. It knows that. So that is the kind of feeling I'm getting from past lives. Now let's go to the other one, which is forgive and release. So I'm going to read for forgive and release before I do it for soulmate, because soulmate seems to be the center of this entire reading. So what does forgive and release says? It says you're stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. A very, very deep meaning. I have to be honest with you here, because I think you need truth more than comfort right now. There is something in this connection that has caused pain. Something, that left a mark, maybe wounds, words, actions, silence, something that happened, something, which created a wound that hasn't fully closed. And this card is showing me that your person's current intentions are, at least in part, uh, stuck in that unresolved energy. They may be carrying guilt. They don't know they don't know how to express. They may be holding onto their own hurt as a guard. They may be waiting for a sign that is safe to come forward, that the anger or the distance won't swallow them completely. And you also may be holding something at your end, something that feels like protection, but is actually keeping abundance at arm's length. So, this card isn't asking you to forget, by the way. It's not asking you to excuse. It is saying the version of you that forgives, not for them, but for yourself, is the version that steps into everything the the first three cards had been promising. Yes, anger is definitely heavy, and you love, this was not built to carry it forever. So that is the kind of energy forget, forgive, and release. So now let's move on to our the last final card, which is the soulmate. Yes, I think this is what you wanted to hear. This person is your soulmate. Your connection is sacred. The universe is not whispering today, it is speaking. Six cards pulled for one question, and the last card, the one that seals this entire reading, says yes. Not maybe, not eventually, finally, not if things align. This person is your soulmate, and this connection is sacred. Everything this reading walked you through, the need for discernment, or the beautiful mess that we spoke about in imperfection, the abundance waiting for you, the past recognition, the healing that's asking to happen, it all flows towards this final card, the soulmate, the truest intention, the one that lives beneath every confusing action, every moment of distance. Every time, they showed up less than you actually wanted or deserved, is a bond that neither of them can fully walk away from. Because you don't actually walk away from sacred things. You have to rise to meet them. And I think if you're honest with yourself, some part of you has always known this. You don't need, this reading to confirm it. You needed permission to believe it. So, and this is your permission. So, six cards, one answer. Yes, their intentions are real. This connection is real. And so is everything that you have been feeling. The path forward asks one thing of you: open your heart without losing your wisdom. Heal what needs healing, trust what is sacred. If this reading found you today, it didn't find you by accident. Share this with whoever needs to hear it, and follow, because more readings are coming and yours is waiting. I will see you there. अगर आप यहाँ तक पहुंचे हैं तो मैं अस्यूम करती हूँ कि आपको आज के जो मैसेजेस हैं वो रेजोनेट हुए हैं. अगर रेजोनेट हुए हैं तो माय बेस्ट विशेस टू यू. And to claim that energy, type claim in the comment section. CLAIM। एंड एक और बात, अगर आप वन ऑन वन सेशंस बुक करना चाहते हैं मेरे साथ, तो मैंने अपना नंबर डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिया हुआ है। आप उस पे व्हाट्सएप मैसेज छोड़ सकते हैं फॉर बुकिंग योर सेशन। Please note that these sessions are paid because we exchange energies, and that should not go free of cost for anyone. So I hope you understand, and I truly appreciate you watching this video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.